Grand Theft Auto, one of the most popular games of all time, gaining the name as one of the best games ever made. And along with the main story, there is the even more popular Grand Theft Auto Online. And with such a popular and well-developed game, there are sure to be many secrets, conspiracies, and facts that go unnoticed by the player base. Anyway, without further ado, welcome to the ultimate GTA Online Iceberg. This will cover topics that almost everybody knows, to some of the most obscure and unknown GTA Online facts and secrets. And if you don't know how an iceberg works, well, there are multiple tiers and each tier gets more and more obscure in topics. Anyway, let's get into the ultimate GTA Online Iceberg. Alright, starting off the iceberg with colored headlights. One interesting feature introduced in GTA Online is the ability to customize your vehicle's headlights with colored options. If you own an Arena War workshop, you can go beyond the standard stock and Epsilon headlights and add tinted headlights to any vehicle you bring in for modification. This allows players to give their cars a unique and personalized look. Alien War. There was a peculiar time in GTA Online community when players randomly dressed up in alien bodysuits and engaged in battles with other players. These battles became known as the Alien War. There were two camps representing each bodysuit color, and when the two factions clashed, chaos ensued. It was a fascinating and unexpected phenomenon within the game's multiplayer world. Laser weapons. As part of the Arena War update, 3 powerful laser weapons were introduced into GTA Online. These weapons are inspired by guns from the in-game TV show called Republican Space Rangers. The Unholy Hellbringer, Widowmaker, and Up-and Atomizer are the formidable additions to players' arsenals. The Widowmaker is a reskinned version of the minigun, the Unholy Hellbringer is a machine gun that never needs reloading, and the Up-and Atomizer can launch objects around its impact point. Snowfall. GTA Online occasionally undergoes a seasonal change during the winter season, transforming the game's map into a snowy wonderland. The alternate version of the map features a blanket of snow, altering the visual atmosphere and creating a unique experience for players. The snowy conditions also affect gameplay, reducing traction for vehicles and enabling players to pick up and throw snowballs. It's a festive addition that adds a touch of winter magic to the game. Railgun. The Railgun is a powerful weapon exclusively available in the story mode of GTA 5, originally reserved for players transitioning from the original version to the enhanced edition. It is not normally accessible due to its overwhelming power. However, players can encounter the Railgun in certain adversary modes in a bunker resupply mission. Additionally, during a doomsday heist, preparation, and a business battle, the Railgun falls into enemy hands, providing a unique challenge and opportunity for players to wield this formidable weapon. Secret vehicles. In GTA Online, there are some vehicles that are considered secret and not normally accessible under normal circumstances. These vehicles, such as the tow truck, rusty tractor, bulldozer, and clown van, exist in the game but require specific conditions or actions to acquire it. For example, the tow truck was briefly available in online mode but had to be removed due to a glitch that caused crashes when multiple tow trucks were used simultaneously. The bulldozer and the tractor can be obtained through grinding in the Arena War. Stone Hatchet. The Stone Hatchet is a unique melee weapon in GTA Online. Striking someone with this weapon results in the instant kill and grants the player an ability similar to Trevor's special ability from the campaign. It is discovered through a hidden stash given to the player by Maud after completing her side quest. The origins of the Stone Hatchet are believed to be connected to Maud's previous bounty, possibly making it a significant item or even a family heirloom. Car graves. The reference to car graves in the GTA Online Iceberg is unclear, as it may refer to wrecks found in scrapyards scattered across the map and the LS River. These locations often contain abandoned or destroyed vehicles that players can explore and salvage. However, without further context, it's difficult to determine if there is a specific hidden aspect or meaning associated with car graves in the game. The Altruist Cult is a prominent group in GTA 5 story mode, consisting of eccentric individuals located in the northern countryside of the game's map. They are portrayed as a group of deranged elders and may draw inspiration from real-world cults like Heaven Gates. The Altruist Cult is known for their hostile nature, and they often appear as enemies or uneasy neutral non-playable characters, or NPCs, in certain missions. such as versions of Hostile Takeover, Bunker Resupply, and potential casino heist preps. Within the game, the Altruist Cult has a website that is entirely written in Morse code. When translated, the message on their website expresses their views on the negative impact of the Industrial Revolution, the perceived problems with the younger generation, and their disdain for the industrial technological society. They believe the exposure to sunlight causes health issues, overcrowding leads to stress and aggression in their primitive societies without the need for clothes and industrial tools were more stable. The cult promotes the concept of individual autonomy and nudity, emphasizing the consumption of the younger generation for the benefit of the altruist man. They advocate for banning clothes, lies, and deceit, and encourage the consumption of flesh and blood. The cult believes in returning to a state of freedom through altruism, considering it is the greatest good for what they refer to as the greatest generation. Overall, the Altruist Cult adds an intriguing and unsettling element into the game, exploring themes of extremism, defiance, and alternative belief system. BCRCH, which stands for Blaine County Radio Community Hour, is a radio program featured in GTA Online. During this program, a conspiracy theorist show hosted by Ron is aired. The show is a rerun from September 2012, and while many of Ron's theories range from typical conspiracy theories to outright falsehoods, some of his claims about UFOs have hidden events and occurrences in the game that support them. In the GTA 5 campaign, upon reaching 100% completion in the story, players can witness UFO sightings, indicating the presence of extraterrestrial activity within the game world. Furthermore, there are specific hidden events in GTA Online that align with Ron's theories. One such event is the Fort Zancudo UFO business battle, where players encounter a UFO while engaging in a business battle at Fort Zancudo. Other rare occurrence involves the online protagonist waking up on Mount Chiliad with a new alien tattoo and a UFO nearby, only to have the UFO disappear once the player starts moving. Additionally, there's a hidden bunker resupply mission where players must steal an egg near a crashed UFO. During this mission, they encounter dead soldiers, scientists, and even some roaring aliens, adding to the mystery and confirming Ron's theories to some extent. These hidden events and missions provide an intriguing layer to the game, allowing players to engage with the UFO-related conspiracy theories presented on BCRCH and experience elements of the unexplained within the GTA Online world. Starting off Tier 2 with Blue Hell. Blue Hell refers to falling through the map and ending up in a place where you can't get out of, kind of like a hell-like state. The only way to get out is to die. Bermuda Triangle. One interesting idea would be to imagine Los Santos located within the Bermuda Triangle, as it aligns with the concept of being trapped within the area. In GTA 5's story, there's a mission where both Trevor and Michael travel to North Yankton via airplane, suggesting that leaving the area is possible under certain circumstances. North Yankton. North Yankton is an additional map area in GTA 5, situated high above the normal map. During regular free-roam gameplay, players cannot access it directly. However, due to the reuse of the single-player map in GTA Online, players have discovered various glitches and exploits to reach North Yankton. Many of these glitches have been patched out over time. Infinity Killer. In the world of GTA 5, players can stumble upon a chilling mystery known as the Infinity Killer. This enigmatic figure is associated with a series of murders and hidden clues. By exploring the islands north of Mount Chiliad and Paleto Bay underwater, players can discover 8 lifeless bodies, suggesting the work of a deranged killer. The Infinity Killer's presence became more evident near Sandy Shores, where a burnt-out shack belonging to a man named Merle Abrams is located. The shack is adorned with cryptic messages, including phrases like 8 is just infinity stood up and there will be 8, hinting at a deeper connection to the victims. Further intrigue surrounds the Infinity Killer's twisted rhyme. Engraved on rocks near Sandy Shores, the rhyme contains lines such as 1 is done, 2 is fun, 3 tried to run, 4 called mom, 5's not alive, 6 is nix, 7's in heaven, 8 won't wait. This sequence suggests a pattern or progression related to the victims, leaving players to piece together the puzzle. Inside Bolingbroke Penitentiary, a message attributed to Mel Abrams raises more questions. It cryptically states, where water meets land and fire once speed forth, there the infinite 8 shall stay until I return. indicating a connection between the murder locations, fire, and the killer's eventual return. The Infinity Killer storyline invites players to delve deeper into the mystery, uncovering hidden clues and attempting to understand the motives between Merrill Abram's gruesome acts. It serves as a captivating and eerie element of the GTA 5 world, enticing players to explore and discover the secrets lurking beneath the surface. The Epsilon Program. In Grand Theft Auto 5, the Epsilon Program stands as a fascinating holdout within the game's story mode. This satirical portrayal of Scientology offers players a unique experience as they delve into the world of Michael, who can undertake various missions on behalf of the Epsilon Program. At the helm of this particular organization is Chris Formage, this enigmatic leader who presents as an intriguing concept to players. He serves as a justification for the game's respawn feature, enabling players to continue their virtual lives even after suffering an in-game death. Moreover, Chris Formage claims to be a god, adding an extra layer of ascendancy to the program's belief system. Delving deeper into the Epsilon Program, players can acquire a distinctive outfit. Interestingly, this can be obtained from the nightclub attendant located at their in-game residence. However, acquiring this attire comes at a price, as players must pay the attendant $500 in $1 increments, injecting a touch of humor into the process. Adding another twist to the Epsilon Program's allure, their official website reveals a list of individuals deemed unsavables. Surprisingly, this roster includes prominent characters from the game's narrative, such as Franklin, Trevor, and the online protagonists. This inclusion not only adds an element of intrigue, but also provides a subtle nod to the interconnectedness of the game's various modes. All in all, the Epsilon Program within Grand Theft Auto 5 serves as a captivating and comedic parody of Scientology. Through its missions, charismatic leader, distinctive outfit, and the clever references to the game's protagonists, it adds an entertaining and thought-provoking dimension to the already rich gaming experience. Strange Mechanic. The strange mechanic in GTA Online appears to have a respawn system similar to the player's character, allowing him to return after being killed. Given his contact picture being an LS Customs logo, it's possible he has some affiliation with the workshop. In the game, killing the mechanic at LS Customs would result in him respawning later. The convenience of your car spawning nearby could be a gameplay mechanic, as he would typically drive the vehicle to you before getting scared and fleeing with it. Drivers. The behavior of AI-controlled civilian drivers in GTA can sometimes lead to seemingly unintentional self-inflicted incidents. This may be a deliberate design choice to inject humor or create chaotic situations within the game world. Similar instances of unintentional crashes and accidents have been present in previous GTA games, adding an element of unpredictability to the open world experience. All-Seeing Eye. While there are references to the All-Seeing Eye in GTA, such as the Easter egg at the Penrith building in the logo of ZeroServe, it's challenging to find substantial evidence to support a broader theory. It's possible that the concept may have connections to Mount Chiliad and Clifford, but further exploration and investigation may be required to uncover any hidden meaning or significance. Ghost of Mount Gordo. In the game, the ghost of Mount Gordo is implied to be the deceased wife of Jock Cranley, with her voice line suggesting that she was murdered by Jock. However, there's no known way to confront Jock about this matter within the game. The presence of the ghost adds an eerie and mysterious element to the Mount Gordo area, leaving players to speculate on the backstory and significance of this supernatural occurrence. Nameless Grave. The presence of a nameless grave in GTA Online could potentially be an accidental occurrence, possibly resulting from low-quality textures or a glitch in the game. It may not hold any significant meaning within the game's narrative or gameplay mechanics. Solo Public Sessions. Players have discovered methods to create solo public sessions in GTA Online, allowing them to have a private gaming experience without interference from other players. By intentionally triggering server lag or using specific settings on different platforms, such as testing NAT type on Xbox One, changing MTU settings on PS4, or opening a task manager on PC, players can achieve a solo public session. This is particularly beneficial for players who prefer a more relaxed and focused grinding experience. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that or say whatever that is, but in GTA Online, if characters from languages like Japanese or other languages with characters not supported by the game are encountered, they may appear as 2 semicolons, I guess. This limitation is primarily seen in the PC version, where the game might struggle to display certain characters correctly. Bigfoot. The presence of Bigfoot in GTA 5 and GTA Online is surrounded by mystery and hidden encounters. By finding and consuming a rare peyote plant, players can transform into Bigfoot temporarily. Additionally, references to Bigfoot can be seen in the Predator mission during story mode, where a thermal image of Bigfoot is briefly visible. And after achieving 100% completion in the game, players can also unlock a secret mission involving Bigfoot. Peyote. The consumption of peyote plants in GTA 5 and GTA Online is implied to be a hallucinatory experience for the character, similar to a drug-induced trip. While the intention is for the character to experience these hallucinations, other players may not perceive it in the same way due to gameplay limitations, and instead they may see animals or other elements within the game world. Alright, on to Tier 3 of the iceberg, starting with tax evasion. In GTA Online, players can require to pay daily fees for their properties every 48 minutes of in-game time. This mechanic adds a sense of realism and financial responsibility to the game. However, for gameplay convenience, the timer resets when a player switches sessions, ensuring they don't have to constantly manage and pay fees during their gameplay sessions. So, to technically tax evade in GTA Online, you just need to switch before every 48 minutes. Closed money loop. The idea of a closed money loop in the GTA Online economy is an interesting theory, as players purchase shark cards, which introduce real-world currency into the game, and in-game economy adjusts to the reflect of the increased money supply. This theory suggests that the availability of shark cards influences the game's economy, potentially leading to certain imbalances or challenges in maintaining a stable in-game financial system. Prostitute Refund. The ability to pay a prostitute, kill her, and retrieve the money paid has a feature in the GTA series since its earlier installments, including GTA 3. While this mechanic may not align with real-world ethics, it serves as a gameplay element that allows players to interact with the game world in a unique and sometimes controversial manner. Mile High Club. In GTA 5 story mode, the FIB raid mission includes a prep mission that involves obtaining the blueprints of the Mile High Club. This location is connected to the construction company linked to the FIB building. The mission's objective is to neutralize the architect and a high-ranking mafia boss involved in the construction project. The lack of a meaningful process in the construction may be attributed to the disruptive actions taken by the protagonists and the organization behind the raid. Racist cops. The notion that police in GTA 5's Los Santos and Blaine County show bias or discrimination towards Franklin or black online protagonists compared to Michael, Trevor, or non-black online protagonists is not substantiated by hard evidence. Some videos exploring this topic have actually shown the opposite occurring, disproving this theory. It's important to approach such claims with critical thinking and consider the various factors that influence police behavior within the game. Lock-on reveals true threat. The lock-on mechanic in GTA 5 may not always prioritize threats accurately, as you've observed. It's possible that the game's AI and targeting systems have limitations and cannot lead to instances where unarmed or distant individuals are locked onto instead of more immediate threats. This can sometimes result in unexpected and ironic outcomes during gameplay. 30 in-game days to ReSpin The Wheel. The limitation of being able to spin the casino wheel once every 24 hours is a deliberate gameplay design choice. This restriction prevents players from easily accumulating large amounts of chips and rewards without putting in more effort or engaging with other aspects in the game. It adds a sense of progression and value to the rewards earned from the casino. Valet Replacement. The Valet NPC in the game, despite being frequently targeted by players, respawns like any other non-essential NPC. However, there may be instances where the game's spawning system creates duplicates of the Valet or shows fundraising posters for him even after he's killed. These inconsistencies are likely due to technical limitations or oversights in the game's programming. Casino bribes police. The casino in GTA offers a mechanism where entering a property you can own will result in losing your wanted level if you're out of sight from the police. This may be seen as a gameplay convenience, and one possible explanation for this mechanic is that as a high-spending and valued customer of the casino, the establishment may have certain connections or influence that allow them to assist you in evading the authorities. Alright, now time on to Tier 4, Galaxy Livery. The presence of the Galaxy Livery could intend be a leftover placeholder or testing asset that was not removed from the game. Its visibility and ability to highlight affected and unaffected areas could have been beneficial during development and testing stages. Green and Orange Sky. Adversary modes in certain races in the game can introduce altered sky conditions, which are typically limited to those specific game modes. However, modders may be able to trigger these weather conditions outside of their intended modes, resulting in a green or orange sky in other parts of the game world. Phasing. Phasing refers to a wall breach glitch where a player can pass through walls or objects. However, the game includes a fail-safe mechanism that kills the character if they end up inside a wall, preventing them from becoming stuck. While phasing through the ground may seem reliable, it is not foolproof and can still have its limitations and risks. Invisible limbs. The phenomenon of invisible limbs is likely a clothing glitch that affects the appearance of the character. This glitch can make the limbs disappear, which can have unintended advantage in player versus player in PvP situations, as it makes it harder for opponents to accurately hit the invisible limbs. Gender change. The option to change gender using the change appearance function is not available in the game. If a player wishes to have a character of a different gender, they would need to create an alternate character to fulfill that role. Under the mask. Certain masks in the game may not properly fit the head of certain characters without modification. When a mask interferes with the character's head model, it can result in the head appearing smaller. Additionally, certain actions or interactions, like entering a hot tub, can forcibly remove masks and reveal the character's edited head in its entirety. Heart attacks. The occurrence of heart attacks in the game, while initially amusing, is likely not an intentional feature. It could be a result of a game glitch or error where the game mistakenly perceives the player to be an instant death zone. Parallel universes. Considering the concept of parallel universes could provide a logical explanation for finding new lobbies in the game, it also allows for the existence of certain locations or structures like the intact Daryl Bros factory without having to account for ongoing construction or changes in the in-game world. Player's real voice. It's true that the online protagonist was initially intended to be voiced in the game, but for some reason, this idea did not come to fruition. The grunts of pains and shrieks heard from the protagonist in certain situations, such as in director mode or thrown out of the casino, might be remnants or placeholders for the earlier concepts of having a fully voiced protagonist. Phantom files. The term phantom files seems to be a creative way of referring to cached files, which are temporary data stored on a device. These files can be remnants of previous game data and may not necessarily serve any functional purpose to the game itself. Alright, now on to Tier 5 of the iceberg. Impossible interiors. It's true that some property locations and their corresponding interiors in the game don't match up or seem inconsistent. This could be due to various factors such as limitations in game design or the need for gameplay convenience. UFO and aliens. GTA 5 does feature a significant amount of alien-related content, including UFO sightings, alien costumes, and references to aliens throughout the game world. These elements contribute to the game's overall theme of conspiracy and the supernatural. Panic in the Woods is a strange phenomenon in GTA 5. It is based on the claim that, on rare occasions in the San Andreas woodlands, a high-pitched buzzing noise will be playing loudly, similar to medical disease tinnitus, and the player character's health will gradually decrease until he returns to the civilization. North. The game world in GTA 5 has set boundaries in all directions, including north. If you manage to hack or exploit the game to stay above water and survive, you may not be able to continue traveling north until you reach the game's limit. However, this is not part of normal gameplay and may involve unintended mechanics. Sky beasts are alleged creatures that fly throughout the sky. Despite not appearing as aerodynamic, in GTA 5 reports include descriptions of flying jellyfish, freakish clouds, and floating graphical glitches. Sky beasts fly without any need for wings, and they appear intangible. Some claim that they may explain the UFOs seen throughout the game. The Tonga Triangle is a fan name for a region of high paranormal activity in GTA 5. The nickname has been given out to its triangular shape that forms down Tonga Valley. Alright, now on to Tier 6. No fun allowed. While it's true that certain mechanics and behaviors can hinder the enjoyment of others in the game, it ultimately depends on individual players and their actions. Some players may engage in activities that limit the fun of others, but there are also many players who prioritize having fun and creating enjoyable experiences within the game. Griefer bias. It is true that certain aggressive players have access to powerful vehicles and weapons, which can make it challenging for other players to defend themselves or counter their attacks. Balancing gameplay and addressing potential imbalances is an ongoing process for the game developers. Mind games. The existence and impact of mind games within the game may vary depending on individual experiences and interactions with other players. Some players may engage in psychological tactics or strategies to gain an advantage, while others may not encounter such experiences. Women are an afterthought. The extent of customization options and exclusivity between male and female characters can vary in the different games, but males have tons more customization options and women characters really have none. So, as it says, it kind of feels like women were an afterthought for the developers. Paralysis. This effect is simulated via ragdolling the player and making them spasm uncontrollably for a short time, and so it kind of is like a paralysis for your player. Bug fixes to avoid getting fired. So this theory and part of the iceberg says that GTA creators actually make bugs and then fix them, so it looks like they're doing more work than they actually are, but it just causes a lot of pain for the GTA Online players. Alright, now on to Tier 7, starting with extinct wildlife. Given the outright awful state of the environment according to commercials in the game, it's no wonder most of the wildlife is dead, either got poisoned or flew into the Alamo Sea, but it seems like a lot of the animals in the GTA world have been killed or gone extinct. We ruin the economy with MC's counterfeit cash. This idea is saying that with people using glitches and other ways to exploit the money, it totally shot up the economy and made a lot of things unaffordable. San Andreas is an exclusion zone. So this is saying that the world put all the most dangerous criminals and scary things onto one island away from everything and can't escape. So it's saying basically GTA map is just a way to keep the dangerous criminals away from the real world. Alright, now onto the 8th and final tier. And I'll skip a few on the tier 7 and I might on tier 8, but I'll explain at the end. But starting off, this final tier is Seizure Skies, and basically what this is modders will make the sky and clouds go crazy different colors, and people with epilepsy will have seizures. And so yeah, it's a horrible thing that modders and hackers do to cause pain among others. Rockstar sells mod menus. This is saying that Rockstar, even though they don't like the mod menus in the game, they're actually the ones selling them and making a profit off them. They know where you live. This is basically saying that hackers can, pretty easily find where you actually live off of your GTA server and IP address. So stay careful out there. The KKK has meetings in GTA Online servers. And although Rockstar Games have shut many down, there are still rumors of racist crews in GTA Online. Neo-Nazis and Neo-Confederates are the most common of the hate-mongering crews, with the outfit of the Ku Klux Klan being the preferred outfit of the latter. Players can dress in a similar fashion to that of the TheKK outfit by dressing in white clothes and wearing a white pointy hat. And alright, that wraps it up for the ultimate GTA Online Iceberg. I really hope you enjoyed, and I enjoyed making it, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I did skip a few of these on here because they either had such little information or they were just flat out not true. So I just decided not to include them. But anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, see ya.